to the Rise and Grind Morning Show.
I'm about to turn it up.
Heard on Big Hits, Big Baba Radio. All right, so now that we're live back on Facebook and YouTube and all of our individual broadcasts across the internet that we broadcast on, I want to remind everybody one more time about the open house today. One of our brand new advertisers, Academy Home Kitchen and Bath. Academy Home Developments is having an open house today right there on Pine Island Road, Suite 310, 814 Southwest Pine Island Road, Suite 310. Today, they'll have exclusive sale items for attendees, drinks and appetizers, spirits, wine, beer, non-alcoholic beverages, and I saw him talking about a massive giveaway on social media, and it's from 5 to 8. Go.
I will.
I'm gonna go too.
I want to go.
All right,
Sounds
so
fun.
yeah, I'm gonna go out and
I know Bob's going too. Like John Michaels, like
Yeah.
he sent me a note. He's like, I just got this invite. Are you going? I'm like, and then you just said it. I'm
right.
like, I guess so.
Everybody's going.
I want to go.
All right. So we'll see you there. Now, this rolls us into the conspiracy theories. All right. Which conspiracy theory you want to cover first?
All of them.
All right,
Where are we
number one on the
going?
loose. The moon landing. Let's go. Moon landing. Let's talk moon landing. All right, let's do it.
Hollywood.
You think it's Hollywood?
Yes.
Why would it ever be Hollywood?
I think it was Hollywood because we were in a crunch against the Russians at the time, and someone needed to shine faster than the other one, so we had to just make it happen.
And you think the people that were involved in this are sworn to secrecy and they're going to go to the deathbed with the secret?
Yeah, they're probably doing the Cuba thing too with Tupac somewhere, so they don't talk.
They're not all dead. Some of them are still running this earth. Like they haven't disappeared. They're. I think one of them actually works for NASA right now.
Well, isn't that one guy like that? Every time they interview him, he's like, "It never happened."
Right.
That's one guy from
Right.
the group. That's the loose cannon.
So
Talk to him.
are you a conspiracy theory type of guy, Sean? I mean, you seem like a guy who's more like black or white, and
It
there's no real
depends.
gray area.
It depends.
He doesn't like my conspiracies.
You know, with the moon, I think we went, but I think Hollywood got involved because the video wasn't impressive, and I think they got busted.
So you think we went and didn't get videos?
It wasn't a good job.
I think we went, and the video was just not impressive because think about the time. You know, we didn't have a lot of the technology. We're probably lucky to make it there. So
That's why they got
Hollywood
busted.
Hollywood got involved. They amplified the videos and made it more impressive, and they got caught.
So I've never, until I was an adult, probably past 40, did I ever hear a conspiracy theory that we never really landed on the moon. Like, I was a grown man when I finally heard this conspiracy theory, and I was all like, well, at first I was like, why would you do that? And then you watch these movies and you realize the reason they would do that is because they, right, someone thinks they banned us because we're going into conspiracies. That's a conspiracy in itself. But now I get it. So do I think we went to the moon?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't. And the reason I don't, now I said this to my father-in-law, it pissed him off. I was like, really? Why did we never go back? We went to the
That
moon.
is suspicious.
We went to the moon 7 times. Do you know that?
7
did we?
times?
Yeah, 7 times. Or multiple times, at least 7, I think is the number. 7, 8, I think, or something like that. Maybe
And-
12.
And they
I'm
didn't
starting
feel
to
the
think like
need
12
to
times.
report it or tell us
But
anything.
only one
or
time
show
is their
us?
video. Right. So did we really go 12 times, or is that what they tell us? And prior to 2012-ish, 2010-ish, when the world became way more alert to
Advanced,
everything,
yeah.
and social media exploded in all these different apps and ways, and TikTok and everything pops out and changes the world. You believed whatever they taught you. You believed
Right.
whatever you were told. Whoever wrote the textbook was able to write whatever they wanted in it to make you believe it.
Well, it's like with all the wars, the winner writes the history.
So my question is now if we then I say this, and if we did go, and I'll say this to all now because this is how I am. So I believe in conspiracy theory. The secret to real conspiracy theories is every conspiracy theory has a shed, just a shed of truth, like just a
Right.
thread, just a little bit of truth in it. All right.
Okay.
So you got to find that truth. All right. If the truth is we did go to the moon,
Right.
we never went back because we never took video. We never made it a big deal. There was no other moonwalk that we ever saw as kids except for the one.
Right.
And there was no additional footage except for that little short clip that we saw. Now, more footage is out there now. but that's because we're in a different time.
Have you ever looked into the supposed truth that the moon is artificial?
Yeah, that it holds our souls. There's a lot.
I don't remember.
There's a whole
interesting. In a
there's a
different way.
whole conspiracy that it holds our souls.
Well, you know,
in
they dropped a giant metal package on the moon, and it rang like a bell.
I don't know that. That's a good. But see, now getting back to the actual thing, we saw something, came back, told Ozzy Osbourne,
He ate a bat.
Dark Side of the Moon, and that's it. It's the dark side. We went out there and we're not going back.
Pink Floyd.
Is it Pink Floyd? Dark Side of Pink Floyd, and we're not going back.
I feel like
We've never gone back.
Have you ever been on Del Prado and you cross like right by the movie theater and there's like your phone automatically no signal, like you have like no internet?
Right.
Well, if the moon is like this giant ball of like literally it controls the tides, it moves everything. It literally can force people into going into labor because of the pull that it has. You're gonna tell me the internet was pretty good up there? I doubt it.
Who was surfing the internet up there?
Right.
I don't think we
The whole
stayed
thing
that
about the
long.
video is like, well, how'd you even get that back?
Yeah, I
And what
doubt
year?
it.
Betty wants to know how
In
you
what
Google
year did
stuff.
you send that back? Get it.
How can we go there if you
Get
can't
the-
Google from there? What's
What
going
year
on?
was the first satellite in space by the time we went to the moon? I want to know real quick.
I think so. Let me see.
Uh,
So I don't care if you call me crazy. It just don't make sense to me.
yeah,
just
it's
doesn't.
never made sense to me at all.
No.
I think we found things there that were just too much to.
1958. Yeah, we got a great movie out of there. Oh, please. You can even make a
The
good
first satellite in
freaking-
1958 was put into space. When did we go to the moon?
What was it? 70 ish, 80 ish. When was it?
69.
Okay.
10
Yeah,
years later,
70.
11 years later.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
communication could have been possible, but I'm not buying it.
Oh my God.
It had to have been a precursor because you have to be able to communicate.
What
with
kind
the
of cars were we
astronauts.
driving in 1968? Let's see. We had to roll up the windows. I mean, think about the technology of everything around you at that time.
Right.
1968. And you're sending me a video from space.
I don't know. These cars.
Stop.
are
That's
pretty
why we
awesome.
never
Stop.
like in today's day and age. If someone
Stop it.
if you were like, hey, we're gonna send you back to 1969 and put you on one of the spaceships, we're gonna see. You want to go? And you're like, no.
No.
Hell no. It probably doesn't even
Hell
have
no.
AC.
I don't want to drive a 1969 car. I know a lot of you do, but I don't.
These look pretty awesome. Look at
Right,
these.
but
Right,
that's
but
right out of the
that's a
showroom
weekend.
or refurbished, and that's a weekend. Right.
That
right.
ain't going to work
Well,
every day
yeah,
with no AC and rolling
driving
down
a
the window.
1968
Hell
car
no.
today versus driving a 1968 car when it rolled out of the factory. I mean, look at these things. They're awesome.
Honey, the luxury.
I'm gonna
is
pass.
insane. I had a 1980
All right,
Corvette.
you want the next
It was
conspiracy theory?
cool, but it wasn't comfortable.
All right, let's go to the ones that are pop culture before we get into the massive ones.
Okay.
All right. Is Tupac alive?
Yes.
Apparently, he's in Cuba.
With Elvis, for sure.
Is
all awake.
Elvis the pastor that you see on TikTok? Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do. But
No, but if you see, well,
Put
I think
Elvis in Google. Put Elvis as a pastor.
the Elvis guy over in Santa Barbara, is he still around? Or is
no,
that
No,
that's,
but
that's a
That's a
cartoon.
look-alike. I got a friend. I got a group that does an
Yeah,
Elvis.
people
And
do all
like
that.
there was an Elvis tribute show that's pretty amazing.
My thing, if I was like super,
This is him right here.
And
You
he's-
went right to it.
Yeah.
This is how you know it's real.
it just pops right
Or
there.
it just pops right up. You ain't digging for it at all.
And this guy is
It's a
friends.
pretty fuzzy video.
Play the audio.
Yeah, that's Elvis. That's Elvis.
I'm not getting it. Right. This is the pastor in 2023.
Oh Lord, my God.
He's got that hint of Elvis.
Oh Lord, my God. When I in awesome wonder, when I in awesome wonder,
Yes. That's
consider all
yes. They're
That's
the world
They're hitting the same exact.
that
If you see the
have made.
exact, that is the same voice.
Consider all the world thy hand made.
Yes.
I see
Right,
the stars.
I don't want to get longest cut. So that's my point here on this video.
That's very exact because you can have Beyonce sing Jolene and,
And
it
he
sounds like a
looks like
different song.
Elvis. He looks like Elvis. Is Bob now? Here's
Yeah.
what's crazy: is this conspiracy theories out there? But how come, man? If I'm NBC News,
Uh-huh.
this is a segment I'm doing. Conspiracy theories have come so mainstream now,
Yeah, oh yeah, everybody talks about
and
it.
that I'm doing it like this week on
Well-
NBC Conspiracy Theories.
We all feel like we're getting scammed.
We're going to North Carolina to go find Bob Joyce. Well, we'll find out if Bob Joyce is really Elvis.
Yeah.
We have some DNA from Elvis, and we're going to take Bob Joyce's DNA, and we're going to run it and find out if he's really Elvis. And then next thing you know, and then if you get out there and you and he's avoiding you,
Yeah.
right? Then the whole story is he's avoiding you. We tried to make contact with Bob Joyce, but he didn't want to make joint contact with us at all.
Apparently
so
Bob
we
Joyce
went to
has
his church,
disappeared.
and then all of a sudden Bob Joyce is gone. Right?
Why did
And-
Bob Joyce have the same friends and friend circles as Elvis? That's also
Right,
very
that's the other
concerning.
thing. You know, he was at like Priscilla's funeral or something like that.
yeah.
Yes.
Bob Joyce was there.
Yeah.
So I just want to say, I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive.
I mean, there's guys that go get a gallon
I
of milk
wanna
and never
stay-
come back. I mean, this could be very possible.
That's a little different.
What?
now he's they go. That's it. What does it say up there when you go up to the first video you just typed in?
Is it?
All right, there we go. This is the verse, the facial here. You could just play this video without the
Oh,
audio.
okay.
Let's see it.
Blow him up.
We got to blow it up. We can't see. What do you got to scroll it up or something? There you go.
There
All right,
you
there we
go.
go. All right, all right.
He looks like Kenny Rogers and Santa Claus.
Right.
Right. Kenny Rogers is alive.
Oh.
It goes back and forth.
Look at the eyes. The teeth.
The
Okay. Let's see what the mouth looks like. No gap there.
Yeah, the teeth are not right.
Yeah, but as you get older, you could lose teeth and your teeth shift.
They say he had the gap fixed as Elvis. Like
Yeah.
he had something to make it not be there.
Oh, I know people that had that done, and then
Yeah.
it falls off. Like the little, it's like a little, not an
Chiclet.
implant, but it's just like a paste
Just stuff
thing.
the chiclet in there before it shows.
Yeah, chiclet time. I don't know.
But they go right into it. Every eyeball, everything on this is Bob Joyce Elvis.
Is that the shape of the eye is what's getting me?
Oh.
That shape. He's got a very specific
Oh,
shape. Of eye.
yeah.
Oh, look, they're about to zoom into the shape.
They're like,
yeah.
let's look into his soul.
Let's look at his
I looked into
eyeballs.
Elvis's soul and found Bob Joyce hanging out. He was sounding like a preacher and an Elvis mixed together.
I bet you.
I want to thank everybody for coming to church today. It's been a great day having you here today. I want to thank Priscilla for being here today. We're all think you're dead, but you're not dead. Everybody hanging out here today.
Bob Joyce. That's Elvis.
Right.
But my question is, if you're like so rich and everything, like what? Well, maybe he had a spiritual awakening, and that's why he wants to do the church thing, and that's why he's there.
Right here he says.
How lonely has it be to still want to go be Elvis, but you can't tell anybody you're Elvis? He's got to
Right.
go find a way to have fans
They'll be like,
and
"I'm gonna
followers.
sing
And you know who has fans and followers that come and loyalty love you every week?
Church.
Church.
Yeah.
I mean, what a great way to go. He already loved God. Like, he was a
Yeah.
God-fearing man. He believed he was a church goer.
Dylan's got a good point.
He got
there.
raised that way. It would be a no-brainer for him to slide into being a pastor.
Dylan's got a very good point there. If you're gonna
Dying on
fake
the
you're
toilet
good-
is at least rock and roll way to go.
Maybe not, because if they give me a choice, I'll be like, let's do something stupid and dramatic. Like, how do you want to die, Betty? Let's go ahead and put that in
Here's
the
what
paper.
we're going to do. We're going to make everybody believe I just died on the toilet.
And I ate a peanut butter sandwich.
Right, I was eating a peanut butter and banana sandwich.
on the
Well,
toilet.
Let me say the way this went. Fat guy, sitting around, a little hammered, famous,
Yeah.
can have whatever he wants in a big mansion.
Yeah. In his
I'm really tired
toilet
of-
throne.
They're trying to kill me. They want to try to control everything I say, and I'm going to let everybody know I just can't do it. I brought my family together here to tell you what I'm going to do today.
I'm gonna get a
Today
peanut
I'm going to
butter
fake my
sandwich.
death. I'm going to sit around everybody, and we're going to fake my death, and I'm going to move over to North Carolina, and I'm going to disappear for a little while, but
Yeah.
I'll come back. You'll all see me again. I'll
But-
make sure I come and see you. But
But what
hold
are we
on.
gonna tell
I'm not done.
people?
Hold on real quick.
You're
Hold on.
Elvis.
I'm not telling the story.
Oh, okay.
Let me talk. I'm the king.
Okay, all right.
Thank you very much. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go take a shit. Now, I'm going to be eating a peanut butter and banana sandwich, and everybody knows real quick that I'm I like these painkillers.
Okay.
I like me a lot of painkillers, but they have a make problem there. I can't go to the bathroom. I try to go to the bathroom.
Get sweaty.
So I'm going to eat a whole bunch of nana sandwiches. I'm going to have the chef make all kinds of peanut butter nana sandwiches.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to eat these things. And then you're going to come in and say I'm dead in the toilet.
No,
You're going to say
God.
you found me dead. I'm dead on the shitter. I was sitting on the shitter. Make a story great. Because
Can
it'll
it be
make...
Lisa
Then hold on.
Marie?
No, it can't be. It's got to be you. You got to take it to the grave, woman. You're going to find me dead. And when you find me dead, we're going to turn Graceland into a tourist attraction. We're going to make lots of money.
You already make me wear my hair stupid.
Shut up, man. We're trying to make a lot of money.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm going to go to get people to give me money for nothing because I'm going to be a pastor.
Oh,
They're going to pay all my bills.
all right.
So all the money you got, you can keep. I don't need
I'm
it.
not moving, though.
Jesus is giving me the money.
I'm staying
You're going to have to
here.
get out. We're turning it into a museum.
Oh.
Sorry.
Mm.
Now get me a peanut butter sandwich so we can get this thing going. Let's get this puppy rolling. I can't wait to kick the shitter. Literally.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, that's how I'm doing it. Even if I'm Tupac, like that's the deal. Like if I'm done, I'm done. And you know who? And that's probably why they're cloning people. Britney knew that she was going to be cloned. She went crazy, shaved her head, and be like, "Clone me now, bitch!"
Dylan
And
says.
she's chasing people with an umbrella. Y'all thought she was crazy. She was self-defense.
Oh,
Get
that
away
was
from
real.
me, you psychos.
That was a breakdown. Dylan,
Not a breakdown. That was her trying to change her identity so she didn't get cloned.
it was a fear for her life. Dylan says you've got the fat Elvis heavy breathing on point.
Eh,
Thank you very much. I want to thank everybody for coming tonight. I want to thank everybody for being here. I want to say I am here to introduce somebody to you. You know me as Pastor Bob Joyce, but I'm here for Donald Trump. Thank you. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Elvis, whatever your name is now.
You look like a guy I know.
You look like Elvis. Not sure. We'll send somebody over to check it out.
DNA.
All right, so there's those. We covered a couple of conspiracy theories. Which one do we want to cover next? Everybody wanted us to do conspiracy theories. Here we are, Conspiracy Theory Thursday.
Yeah.
We need to do a poll on all of these. So we need to set up a poll on Conspiracy Theory Thursday. Like, A, did we land on the moon?
No.
That's your answer. We already got that.
Yeah.
And is Elvis alive?
Yes.
Did you think Elvis was alive before you saw Bob Joyce?
Yes.
You thought he never got. You thought he faked his death right away.
Yes.
Why would Elvis fake his death?
Because he was being chased by the mob.
That's true.
Yes.
You know this.
Yes.
That is very true.
And I would have definitely faked my own death at that point.
They didn't like how much money he held over their head
Yes.
to show up in Vegas.
Yes.
And they started pushing him and bullying him to work him to the bone, and they were drugging him to the bone, and he was ready to get out.
Yep. He got
Listen, I
showered.
just can't do this anymore. They just keep giving me a whole bunch of drugs. I'm fat. I'm dead. I'm going to die anyway. I'm going to go ahead and fake my death.
Here we go. Epstein. Next question was, did Epstein kill himself? No.
That's an easy one.
That's a big fat
yeah.
no.
The question is, who killed Epstein?
Is he even dead? Is my question.
Oh, he's dead.
Are you sure? Where's the body? Or did they just let him
Say
go to
it.
his little island?
Right.
Like
We're going to say he
like
killed yourself.
Osama bin Laden had his honorable water death or whatever they did, but no one ever saw the body. Nobody ever did anything because it wasn't right.
I actually talked to a SEAL on that team.
We did see it. We got proof.
And
DNA'd it.
you know why they did that, right?
Why?
Why they put him out to sea?
No.
All right, if you bury somebody like Osama bin Laden on Earth,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to make that place a martyr. You're going to make that a place of
Right.
worship. Everyone's going to come from everywhere to worship the God that they loved so much, the leader that they believed in.
Yeah.
It'll become a place. When you bury him at sea, good luck finding it.
Yeah.
Pray to the ocean. Have a nice day.
Like Atlantis.
It takes away that point.
Yeah.
And that's exactly why they do that.
Well, I'm not saying don't do it, but I'm just saying they should have at least had a process before you just boop, push them off a boat.
Get
There's
rid
a
of it.
conspiracy theory that says birds are not real.
Birds are not real. The drones. That's the.
That one I don't know. But
I know it's not. God, did I ever get the one out of the front of my? There might be one in the grill of my truck right now.
I turned in a truck with one in the front of it one time.
a bird?
Yeah,
A dead
I traded
bird?
in. You remember we went and traded it.
God, I
Oh,
hope it's not still
yeah.
there. I'll feel bad.
But the bird things, we've never really seen baby birds anywhere. Where are the baby birds? Where are the baby pigeons? Where they live at?
Well, we don't make the robots that small.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I
have
don't
you
think
ever seen
birds are
babies?
drones. I think that's really far fetched.
Yeah.
That's a hard one to
That's
even.
a hard one.
I can't even give you that one. Like I can't
Right.
even give you.
But I've
are you
never
going on flat Earth world now?
Here we go.
Oh, I have a friend who believes it's flat.
That's what they used to teach us
I
in
know
There's people all around the globe
someone
that do.
who believes the
Yeah.
Earth is flat.
They were teaching that literally before I started learning social studies and world geography.
Then how come you can't fall off the edge?
That's what they
Right.
taught us, that the world was flat.
Why can't you fall off the edge then?
Because you teleport to the other side.
Can you type in Google? I want that answer.
Is that like
if
a
the Earth
wormhole?
is flat, if the Earth is flat, how come you don't fall
Hi,
off the
Johnny.
edge?
Yeah. Why? Because there's a dome. Because there's a, I don't know.
A dome. We're gonna run into a wall like we're on
Well, I
that
mean,
movie.
We're gonna be like
to take it a
Garfield
step
dolls.
further, how does all the water not just go off the sides and we're sitting here?
Yeah,
high and
why
dry?
If Earth is flat, why? Hold on, what's it say up there? You just scroll past the answer. Where's that? Why can't fall? Flat Earthers argue that Arctic lies in the center of the planet. Arctic forms a giant ice wall around the edge, stopping people from literally falling off the face of the Earth. However, this would increase travel time significantly, as planes would have to fly across flat Earth instead of around it.
When we're flying on a plane, can you see the curve?
You can see the curve from space,
It
but
has
if you
to
don't
be-
believe if you don't believe we went to the moon, you can't believe that we're at the International
right.
Space
You
Station.
can write whatever
It has
you
to
want.
be compensated when you fly. So when you fly like in an arch to go around, and you don't realize it. You think you're flying straight across, but that's fact enough that the Earth is round. Because if you try and fly straight to somewhere as though it were on a map, the distance is greater than if you arch to it.
I don't know what you said, but I still don't want to believe
Right,
either
I
one.
didn't either. Don't worry about it. I was like, what? Huh?
You Navy
I don't think the
talking-
Earth is flat. I think that's far fetched too. But
Things.
I'm not.
There we go.
I have
Flat
dear
Earthers
friends.
explain why you don't fall off. Oh, look at that. That's the ice they're talking about.
You would still fall off
You need to put the
or
picture
run
on there
into
so
the
people can see it.
wall.
You're going to see the
So
ice disk.
So it's
Earth's
kind of. It looks a little curved.
But why
not-
would the moon still be
Yeah,
round
the moon and the
sun
sun's still round, but yet the Earth is flat disk flying around.
It looks a little. It looks a little like a hamburger bun.
It looks like a
does.
sloppy pizza.
Like it's got a little bit curvature
Where
to
did
it.
this shield come from?
That's just a ray of sunshine.
Yeah.
And the sun shining,
I mean,
let the sun
Maybe.
shining.
and maybe you can't see that it's flat from space because of the fact that it's so large and vast. Understand that
You'd
if
have to
this,
get a greater distance.
if for this to be true, you'd have to cut it and then stretch it out. You get what I'm saying?
Dylan says the Earth is built like an infinity pool.
There you go.
But there would also have to be a line.
Yeah, like
There would have to be there'd have to be somewhere you can't go from point A to point B. Is that from Alaska to Russia? Is that
No,
the line?
that's the Canadians. Where they
You'd
go
have
in
to-
the bucket.
There
in
has
the
to be
thing.
a line where you can't go from point A to point B if there was a divide.
Where's-
Yeah. You'd have to get over on this side and then teleport over. to
What's
this
the
side.
Canadian thing that kills people? Everybody goes and jumps in a bucket or whatever in a barrel.
Niagara Falls?
Yeah, that's what it is. That's where it starts.
But there's no, you're not hearing what I'm saying. That's why I don't believe flat Earth. I don't believe flat Earth could happen.
I don't know. I don't know about this one. I'm not too convicted into believing either one.
Well, no
right
matter
now,
what,
so,
all the
but-
water would run off the side.
Yeah,
You'd run out of water.
But they're saying there's all right. So hear this out.
we had water bubbles floating.
If you put an ice ring all the way around it, you could call it Antarctica. And no matter which way you went, you would run into the ice ring. Okay?
Right,
Because if it was flat, and this essence the picture you're showing here on the screen right now.
right. You throw some polar
So,
bears in there, and
right.
then nobody wants to go.
So if it was round, you would automatically go to ice if you were going one way, any which way from center.
yeah,
Okay, you would go north, right? So the North Pole can just be center because it's in the center of it. So they can hide it, the Antarctica. And by the way, that's the story. No one's ever been to Antarctica, although there's like a post office in Antarctica. So I don't know about that. But so
can we travel to it?
Antarctica?
To that one post office?
I don't think so.
So like, I could tell you there's anything in there.
I mean, there's no airport in
You
Antarctica.
don't believe whatever I tell you.
So right, so and so if it was that large, because you had to stretch it out, all right, and you could find the seam basically where I'm not, for example, if I feel like I can go from
Next to the
Ohio, if
Arby's.
the seam couldn't be between Ohio and Indiana, you get what I'm saying?
Right, it's too many. Too
Because
close.
I could never go to Ohio from
Right.
Indiana. Like that would be like that's the issue with the
Right.
flat Earth theory. The seam would have to be something easily done. Now I don't know where the seam is, but in theory, if it was that big from space, it would look round, especially if it was concaved.
Yeah. This is freaking Dylan. He says, I refuse to believe that we love, but I'm assuming he says live, on a rejected IHOP menu item.
Right. This looks like a pancake.
It does.
But I mean, it's very simple.
It looks like a holiday
If you started right here, and you flew to right here, and you took the mileage, it would be different if the Earth was curved because you'd actually fly in an arch. If it were a globe, if it were flat, it would be closer.
You can still fly in an arch. You could just be lying to people. You have to
Yeah.
fly in an arch.
Yeah.
You could just teach pilots they got to fly in an arch.
Yeah, you tell them this, and if they don't do it, that's how they die.
Right.
Like, you can just tell anybody anything.
Now, why we wouldn't
put
have
it in a
told
book.
everyone the truth on this one is the weird part. All right. Now that's what I don't
Yeah.
get. Why like don't tell anybody the Earth's flat?
'Cause
Why
they
not?
want- I feel like
Well,
they
that's what
want to
they
watch
initially
it.
thought. Why wouldn't you just stick with it?
Why would you not tell them?
Just stick with it.
That's what they used to tell people. If you tell like the older generation, they tell you that they taught them that the world was flat.
Well, the interesting part is if the moon's still round and it still rotates around, what does it look like on the bottom?
Right. What's the under Earth look like?
Yeah, it's like the dark side.
It's
of
where
the
the
moon.
Kardashians live,
Right.
on the under Earth. Ooh, I want to live on the
that's
under Earth.
fair.
That's
Ooh,
California.
what is the under Earth? That's a great movie.
That's where all the celebrities go when they like.
The under Earth. It's like an
die.
what if it's like an alternate dimension of Earth, and it's a mirror image of everything that's happening here,
That's where
just
deja
a
vu
little
happens.
bit darker.
That's where deja vu comes in, and you're like,
Do you know
"Oh."
that a new theory that's out there is
What?
that you
People are gonna think we're nuts. By the way, we're just saying. all kinds
I
of
told you we're
shit.
gonna do conspiracy theory Thursday. I don't even care. We're
I
having
don't
fun.
even care. It's
This whole
fun.
flat Earth thing's crazy.
JFK. Want to go into that one?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Who killed JFK?
Not Oswald. What's his face? The government did it.
The government.
Yeah.
Why would they kill him?
Because anybody that is anything that has to do with bringing people together or going against the grain of whatever it is that is the establishment is always a mortar. Like
You're very
MLK.
educated politically. Do you know that? Did you take
Yeah,
political
too
science
much.
or something?
No, but I was raised in a Cuban household.
That's a very true story you're telling right there.
Yeah, and I feel that everybody, if you see that everybody that's brought anyone together in any way, shape, or form, or go against what everybody else is believing, always something happens to them. And I'm thinking like MLK, obviously, JFK. Look, all the initials, all the K's, all the whatever. They're all like, it's almost like, it's. I hate to say this, but it's almost like, it's like almost like a like, I don't know, like when someone like really, really, really is already ingrained in like I hate to say this even too, like Jesus, you know what I mean? Like it's almost like not poetic. What's the word? Not poetic, but whatever. When people like have predicted stuff, this is what I feel like it is.
Premonition.
Yeah, is that weird?
No, for me, he was trying to stop the Vietnam War.
Yeah,
The country made money in the war.
tons of money. We're warmongers.
We were warmongers, and he was going against the grain. They tried to kill him with an affair, and it didn't
Lincoln,
work.
Yes.
They tried to do everything. They're tied together. You know the tie. Do you know the tie between the two?
Between Lincoln
Kennedy and
Jim?
Lincoln.
No.
Oh,
Is there more?
I'm just going to this right now. Kennedy, Lincoln similarities.
Lincoln was a very, very. I mean, obviously not as popular.
This
as
is one of the big. This is an
JFK.
urban legend more than it is anything.
But-
Lincoln and Kennedy each have 7 letters. Both presidents were elected to Congress in 46, and later to president, and later to presidency in 60. Both assassins, John Wilkes Booth and Lee Harvey Oswald, were both born in 39 and were both known by 3 names composed of 15 letters. Both ran from a theater and was caught in a warehouse. Oswald ran from a warehouse and was caught in a theater. The assassins were both Southerners. Both of the president's successors were Democrats named Johnson with 6-letter first names and born in '08. Both Lincoln and Kennedy were particularly concerned with civil rights and made their views strongly known. Both presidents were shot in the head on a Friday in the presence of their wives. Lincoln had a secretary named Kennedy who told him not to go to Ford's Theater. Kennedy had a secretary named Evelyn Lincoln who warned him not to go to Dallas. Both Oswald and Booth were killed before they could be put on trial. Both Johnsons were succeeded as president in '69 by Republicans, whose mothers both were named Hannah.
Really? It's like
History
a
repeating itself.
reincarnation of history in different periods.
Yeah, that's when they caught themselves doing it.
Yeah. Weird.
The Puppet Master. So, a conspiracy theory that I believe that no one else believes. Are you ready for this one?
Yeah.
I've said it before. I'll say it again. Movies are created by a time traveler who's here to inform us. And some of the biggest movie producers in the world, like Spielberg, and who's the other guy that does all the alien movies? The
Shemna la 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 la.
Carpenter.
Oh, yeah.
These guys were sent here to inform us and get us up to speed. Iron Man is about as real as it gets. It's Elon Musk. We are moments away from some of this stuff actually happening. If you don't believe me, you can actually Google this stuff. I don't like you
Does
can find the
art
similarities
imitate-
between 2024 and Iron Man
Yeah.
that is so crazy that it's. And did you know that Elon Musk was in Iron Man?
He was?
Yes.
Where was
Briefly.
He did a guest. He did a guest appearance on Iron Man.
Now I
because
gotta watch it. Okay.
he brought that. First off, Elon Musk is an alien, but I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I'm alright.
That's
There's a
how
lot
we're
of
gonna.
us.
That's how we. He's one of those good ones.
As long as you're not the lizard thing. you're good.
iRobot. Yeah, Johnny, that's a premonition coming through right now. iRobot.
Right. These are real movies that are telling you how it's going to go down. They're self.
Independence Day.
Uh-oh.
Still waiting on it. What?
The Elon Musk thing's not true. Elon Musk did not have a cameo role.
He did not?
He influenced, and he was on some of the like the
He influenced because it had to go to the source. That's why.
right, but he was not actually on the movie. He was there on
He was the
scene and was in some
study.
of like the background. What do they call
I
it?
have a
What do they
Marvel
call it when
expert.
they do like the making.
I have a
of-
Marvel expert. I'm going to check on this.
Was he like
I think he was playing Gallagher. That man's playing Gallagher.
He was there.
I am Iron Man. Why was he there? Because he is Iron Man.
because they were mimicking him right here.
Yeah, they
by-
were studying him.
His
by
Iron
using-
Man.
by using modern characteristics like modern characters like Howard Hughes and Elon Musk. The creative team was able to make Tony Stark Iron Man
They're
more
not
dynamic
even
and
hiding it
relevant.
anymore.
They mimicked Iron Man after them, but he was not actually.
Oh, look
in the
at
movie.
there. Boom. Iron Man. Elon Musk. Go ahead, play it.
Play it
Yeah,
now.
it's conflicting information here for sure.
Play it now. Let the clip roll.
Don't play the audio, though.
Oh, hello. How's what's up? Hey, nice suit. Yep. Have a drink? Yeah, let's do it. No, bitch, this is mine.
Where's Tony?
Cheese,
Where's
smile,
Elon?
Smile.
They
cheese.
showed him.
waiting
They
for it.
showed him in that thing.
He had a white suit on, so look for the white suit.
Yeah.
Hello. Put on my glasses.
Well, and it's funny they're
Take off the
denying him being in
glasses.
it in the.
I think in
previous
2,
article.
but he's in 1.
Oh.
So
maybe.
I think that's it.
Oh, is that
Maybe they're
white
choosing.
suit?
to
White
say-
There he
suit. Oh, me meeting myself. Hello. How are you? Very nice.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was in it. Cameo quick.
He was in the 2010 version.
Right, there you go.
Now you seen it? Now you can't unsee it.
Now we got proof.
So that's I think you need to pay attention to more of what is
So this-
happening.
This
That's
is
a
specifying
lie.
was not in Iron Man 2.
Two.
Right.
However,
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You guys can follow what you want to follow, but when we're talking conspiracy theories, you better watch what's going on in the world because they try to. There's people out there.
there we go. Look at that.
So
one.
there's so much. I could just go on to like this for days. This is how that one guy
You're not the only one that
got
does that.
canceled in life because he went out there and called a school shooting a conspiracy theory,
Oh,
and
I
they
seen that
canceled his
guy,
ass and
yeah.
sued him. I don't like to go too far on some conspiracy
No,
theories.
there's some that are just stupid.
Like they took it wrong when they were talking about all the school shootings. There were paid actors that were dramatically sent by protesting to protest the Second
They
Amendment.
do all of them.
But
yeah.
that's because they're there to protest the Second Amendment. They want gun control. They're not
creating fake shootings.
No.
So I don't think that at all.
They're what do they call them? Crisis actors.
Right.
The crisis already happened, and then they come and do their thing.
Right, to prove their point.
And
for,
I did see that. I've been following one on TikTok that is been pointed out as a crisis actor, and she's been in multiple like different things. Like,
Right.
you know, and it's kind of weird that it's the same lady with the same story of for different things with different. I don't know.
Alex Jones. That's
Different
exactly, Selena. That's what I'm talking about. And she took a break for a while, just so you know. That's what we know.
I'm gonna have to watch
Aw,
this.
Lee, we missed you too.
Right.
work.
Right. Sorry, Lee. So that's what I believe. I think you better pay attention to it a little bit more. Also, if we're gonna do a little last minute conspiracy theory out there.
Can I say something real quick though?
Yeah, go ahead.
These
Say
are-
all you want, please. I'm done talking.
These are not things I believe. They're just things that I question. So I never like take.
Are you worried
everything-
about taking a stance against something?
No, because I
no.
don't believe that we always have the 100% information on everything and
But
everything.
you just
that
said you don't believe we went to the moon.
I don't believe that.
All right.
I'm my gauge is heavier towards we did not.
You seem scared, like you said something that's going to make you disappear.
That could happen if you say the wrong one, but I know which one not to talk about.
Which one?
We'll have to tune in another day when I'm crazier.
Right.
And I'll
I
tell
have
you
to bring that out. I love. Listen, that's the great thing about the show that we do is that we can just go out there and just throw it out, and just do our thing, like
Yeah.
and talk about these things out there, these conspiracy theories. Like Tupac is alive. He's in Cuba. You don't have to take my word for it. They're going to find out. But I'm really urging like some major network to jump on board with this. People will watch it. People didn't believe people will watch true crime, and now true crime has become so popular, it's unbelievable. There's
Michael
like
Jackson, dead or alive.
another one.
Another one with a lot of things wrapped
Like
into it.
Elvis, all right?
Like his
Connected
life
to
went
Elvis.
His life was going like this with all the political, the things chasing him and everything happening. So what would be a good idea? Exit?
So could Michael Jackson still be alive? Yes. Have
Yes.
you heard the conspiracy theory that Michael Jackson was living in like a house connected under tunnel to Diddy's house?
Oh no, he was in Diddy's basement.
They say that they think that Diddy had something to do with his
You don't know about this?
disappearance, his demise, or whatever.
There is a report, false report that Michael Jackson is alive in 2024. This is where they're saying he's alive and they found him in the basement.
I don't think he would be in anybody's basement.
Uh,
I do believe that he would be off and about somewhere else because his family, they're not too concerned right now. Like after everything, the only one that had a problem with the one that came out the most,
Paris.
and Latoya. But I
Paris
think,
lost her mind.
well, yeah, because that's her dad, or
Right.
whatever. But I think Latoya was the one family member that they're like, don't tell her anything, just whatever, she's nuts. And so like everybody else kind of knew, but they let her do her thing. And that's why she went off the deep end. But now she's kind of back. I don't know. There's a lot of like the Michael Jackson and his family have a lot of.
It would have been hard.
Skeletons.
They ruined a doctor's life. It
It wouldn't be the first time they.
There's a conspiracy theory that the NFL is scripted. The problem with that is how hard would it be to get everybody on board to do that?
Yeah.
52 players per team, every coach, every trainer.
Everybody.
Everybody's got to be on board. Now you could say you only let some people on board and manipulate the game.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're not. Now it's not scripted. You're just cheating to win. Like then it's not scripted. All right, WWE is scripted. They get a script before they go in and wrestle. They
No,
know
they
how.
don't. Not the Undertaker.
Right. So he was found dead, Michael Jackson. They have pictures of him post-mortem. There's a lot that came out with the Michael Jackson death post-mortem. But could he be alive? Yes, absolutely. Like, could he have faked his death? Yeah, it would be
Yeah.
easy to fake his death. He was frail.
Yeah. He looked like he was already on.
Right. It would be
He
easy
looked
to
like he
find
had already been
somebody.
resurrected.
Right. He already looked like he'd been resurrected. That's such a great point.
Well, here's one that says they think he was dead 4 years before he was reported dead.
How did he go to court? Wasn't that right in the midst of his
It was
court?
maybe it was a clone. Maybe their first attempt at cloning went bad.
And it made that.
Well, Kanye wasn't much better.
Yeah.
Kanye is the worst clone they've ever done.
They had to put a mask on that one. He wore a mask after he got cloned. And Kanye told you
yeah.
that. You know, Kanye said this.
Yeah, he did. He said, if I disappear and I
Right.
come back, I ain't me.
It ain't me.
That
What do you
ain't
think
me.
he said that because
And he went
he
to
wanted
church
to act
too.
like an ass clown? No.
And he went to church too, like
Right.
Elvis.
Right.
Why do they all go to church? Justin.
Kanye. Now
Justin
my question
is in church now too.
why? Well, Justin's in church because he's afraid of going to jail for the Diddy situation.
Yeah.
But
That's all going to backfire.
a lot of things on him, they make it seem like he's a victim.
He was a victim until,
So,
but
yeah.
but.
Who's going to convict
All right. So let me ask you a question.
him for
At
that?
some age,
If
you're
some-
assisting.
Right.
Yeah,
So I'm a
after.
victim at 15,
Right.
and I get this learned behavior that I do till I'm 20,
Right.
and at 20 I get busted doing this behavior,
Then you're
the
yeah.
same behavior. Am I the criminal or am I still the victim?
Anything you did after a certain age of mental thing, I would say that you're responsible for.
I think at the point where he's assisting and bringing
Other
children
yeah.
into this, that at that point.
But you
he's
don't
no
feel the
longer-
same way about the Mendez brothers.
I don't
The
know
Mendes
enough about
brothers?
them.
This is my point. This rolls right into the same thing. It's the same exact thing. If I was doing something that was to me for 3 years and then I commit the same crime
Right.
because I think it's appropriate and I think it's right, I was groomed into that.
Right. The boys, one of the the older
So
boy
yes,
ended
should
up
I be punished for my
violating a younger
crime?
boy.
Yes, but I shouldn't
Yeah.
be done forever.
I don't know if this is where Selena's going, but I think it'd make good reality TV to put him, Diddy and Robert the Doll in the same cell and just record.
Diddy and Robert.
Robert the Doll.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
R. Kelly's trapped in the closet, MJ's trapped in the basement, and Diddy's going to be trapped in the attic only in a matter of time.
We could make a heck of a reality TV. It'd have to be a
We could come
compound.
up with all kinds of ideas here.
Is Diddy going to make it to court?
No, Jay-Z's gonna take him out before.
Is Diddy the guy that's in jail?
No,
Really?
no, no, no.
Once again, this is where I get into Conspiracy Theory Thursday as we get close to the end of the hour here.
mean, if there-
Impossible to fake.
Has there been actually any?
It would have to be
pictures or
him.
Where's his
anything in the
booking?
jail?
All right, where
Maybe
you
there's
go?
nobody in jail.
Where's his booking? I want to see his booking.
It's out there.
His fingerprints and everything.
Here's the deal. For that to be true,
Mm-hmm.
you got to get every guard in on the payroll. Every guard's got to be cool with taking a payroll.
No, you just pick the stupid ones, and
No,
then
you
the
just-
higher ups are the ones
There's
that know.
nobody. There's just nobody in there, and how do they know? How do they know?
Oh,
There's no
man.
If
sign
they
out.
gave, okay, I'm gonna tell you
If you
straight
worked
up.
at the prison and heard P. Diddy was there, what would you do?
I would call the news and get money for doing
No.
the report.
If you worked at a prison, you're
Yeah.
a guard, and you find out P. Diddy's locked in your prison,
Yeah,
what are you going to do?
turn off the camera and beat him.
Uh-uh.
Eh.
Oh,
What are you gonna, what's the one thing you're
gonna make
guaranteed to
money
do?
off it.
You're going to go look at him.
Yeah,
You want to see him
yeah,
because you work there and you have that access.
and there's no reports
so you
of
want to see
anybody
him.
doing that.
So you want to see him. You
Yeah.
want to see him. You want to see him.
Where have you seen a report of anybody having done that?
Where
'Cause
you
you're
see a
correct.
report that says I haven't seen Diddy in jail?
Well, why would you make it if you didn't know where he was?
I've seen.
If you think he's somewhere else and you happen to work on the
If
other
I work in a
side-
jail and I'm like, I'm going to T. Diddy, I'm going to cell block 6-5 because this is where he's at, and I get to 6-5, they're like, you can't come in. Why not?
Famous people don't look like themselves. Whatever you see on TV and you see in
'cause you
person are
can't
not
see
the
the empty
same.
cell.
Right. That would cause speculation. That would fire something up. That guy would tell 2 or 3 people, and that would start it up. Diddy's in jail.
Yeah, but
I think it is Diddy. I
If
think
I
he's
got-
in jail. He has to be in jail. Do I think he will die in jail? Yes.
You think someone's gonna take him out?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna talk. if
That
that's
dude's
possible.
got. Here's what he's done. Here's what I think Diddy's done. He's in jail. I think he's got the guards on payroll.
Mm-hmm.
I think because he needs to keep the guards on payroll
Mm-hmm.
because he is close to somebody else could put the guard on payroll.
The
So
mafia does it all the time.
so he's got the guards on payroll. I'm sure life isn't
Cubans
hard for
do
him in
that all
jail.
the time.
I'm sure hard, especially in a New York jail. It ain't hard for him right now.
Listen, my cousin did 27 years and he ran the freaking prison because he was the highest like drug lord there was, and he had everything that you could think of. And when he walked out like nothing.
Right.
They don't struggle when you got a lot of money and you got a lot of people. Just saying. I just know this.
If I'm a guard. Right. All these people are like, if I was guards, I would go in there and bend him over and beat a.
Whoop him. Hell yeah! Let me see what this. My beating stick comes out. Let's play.
I would definitely say that people would attempt to go see him, and if they told you couldn't go see him, that would cause the red flag. If I got to see him,
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
you-
going to report seeing him. I have a job. It's my job. I'm damn sure not going to be like, I saw Diddy. I work at the jail. You're fired.
How much money are you going to make for that news report, though?
To say you saw him?
Imagine if you had a news report.
$10,000 maybe? Maybe they're not paying like that no more. They got 152 paparazzi thousand.
Bingo, Johnny.
Right.
That's true. He said guards don't run the prison. Inmates do. And the big ones, yeah.
Somebody would know he wasn't there.
Yeah.
And if you run all right, let's talk about that. Inmate. Number one inmate in the jail. Let's say it's her brother, the guy who ran the jail.
Mhm.
All right.
Diddy's here? Bring him to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I run this jail. The guards are in my hip pocket. Bring him to me.
Mm-hmm.
Jay, we can't do that. Why not?
Why?
Because he's not really here. Oh, yeah? That's going to cost you. So, I mean, I don't know.
I need my afternoon phone call
He's
now.
in solitary.
I think, I 100% believe he's in the biggest protective custody you've ever seen in your life. And it's probably in a really, 18 by 18 cell all by himself. It's probably got a shit ton of amenities. He probably has a phone on a regular, although they don't give him a phone. I know they don't because they're recording his phone calls. Hey, did you hear his coded phone calls?
Yes.
Yeah.
His pizza boxes.
Take the pizza boxes out,
and
get rid
throw
of the
out the recycle the plastic.
But just for the record, if I was him, I'd be doing that shit all day.
just to mess with
Right,
people.
right. Hey, the pork and beans.
The prison is
Get the pork and
notorious
beans.
for poor living conditions, staff shortages, inmate violence, and power outages, where he supposedly is.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what? Maybe they should hook him up with they should put him in the same area as Tiger King and then have Tiger King call us again.
He's in a federal prison.
And
He's
then
not even
we
in a
can
state.
talk to
He's
him.
not even in a state or a county facility. He's in a federal facility.
Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. This was as of June.
A United
That's
States
old.
Federal Administrative Detention Center. This is United States. This is a federal detention center.
Yeah.
It's not nice by any means. I'm not saying that, but no pillows in prison. That dude's got a pillow.
Yeah.
This may be a previous visit.
I don't know. I don't know. I just say, to me, I think okay, for example, if I was to see
Who's in it?
Diddy, I don't know him that well. I wouldn't recognize his facial features and birthmarks and all kinds of things. If
Right.
they put me another person that looks like him there, I would probably be like, oh shit, yeah, that's Diddy. You know, I wouldn't dissect it to really confirm everything.
So he sent his lookalike to jail. Feasible, except for they fingerprint you.
Right. But then if you've got an inside job in there where you get one part gets
Feasible.
taken care of,
All right, I like it. Feasible. I
and
dig
the
that.
other is a payout. The other one is a payout.
How do you hide as P. Diddy
How do you hide as P. Diddy?
when you're still on trial as life and
How do you hide as Elvis? How do you hide as any of these people? As Michael Jackson? Come on. You have to. They have to. They lived among us, didn't they?
Ah.
Did they not?
Right, but you saw them. They couldn't go to Publix.
Maybe.
Prison is described as hell on earth.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go to prison ever.
If you're broke,
This
especially.
particular
Yeah.
one.
I wouldn't want to go to any prison ever.
Especially if you're broke and don't have any control over anybody.
I don't. It's not about having control for me. I
Like,
just want to keep myself to myself.
yeah.
I don't want to have to defend myself in prison.
You
That feels
gotta-
like right. You have to. You have no
You have
choice, right?
There's no choice. It's all of a sudden like you have to turn into this other person.
Do you,
no
know
matter
do you know how much your soul weighs?
what. Yes.
How
Your
much?
soul weighs one point. I want to say 1.8.
21 grams.
Something like that.
22 grams. 22 grams. It was in my trivia last night.
So like when you die,
There was an old theory. There was an old scientist that did a thing. 21 grams.
There we go.
Right. He did this very questionable
I remember there was a one
science,
in there.
and he said that the soul weighs 21 grams.
And what's the angel number? So that would be 3. What is the angel number for 3? Let's see. What
I don't know why you're looking up 3.5 grams and what you're looking. I don't know what you're looking
No,
up
because
there.
if you add the 2 and the 1, that's a 3. That makes it 3 would be your angel number. So what is the angel number of your soul? Let's go deep.
Of my soul?
Yeah, if it's 2.1. So if it's 21 grams. How you figure out an angel number is you add those 2 digits and it has to always end up in a 1.
Well, all of our souls weigh 21
Right.
grams.
So what does it mean? So let's see angel number 3. And let's see what the 3 is.
The soul weighs 22 grams. And because when someone dies, they weigh them before and after death.
Okay.
And they were 22 grams lighter.
So your So if we were to compare this, like on your path numbers in 3,
That's not true.
let's see. It is where our creativity and expression can be a sign of your talents
1.75.
and abilities. So this is your personality. That's a you. That's who you are. It's
You
your
got
soul.
that right?
Yeah, 1.75.
Yeah.
Are you looking up horrible things that we're gonna get flagged on?
No.
Thank-
Yes. Yes.
If we said them
Yes.
on the air, maybe.
Yes.
See, Selena agrees with me. I don't know what I said, but she agreed with something, and I like it when people agree with me. I like it. It's my favorite. My soul is addicted to Little Debbie. It weighs 43 grams. Dylan.
Mine too. Matter of fact, I need to go get one. I like where you're going with it, Dylan.
Bro,
Hey,
those little trees are out.
right. I already got. We already did a box already.
What?
Already got a box now. We bought
want the little donut
and we bought the Christmas tree
Donut.
No, they got a
What?
gingerbread men.
No.
Yeah, soft gingerbread men.
From Little Debbie thing?
Yep.
I need to go find this.
Guys, you have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow for a fun Friday. We got to go. I'm short on time, so there's no long goodbyes. We'll see you. Have a great day. Remember, when that repo man comes for the car, don't forget to save the radio. They say Southwest Florida is the lightning capital of the world. So it only makes sense that the firm that knows Southwest Florida the best is Lightning Realty Group. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or rent, Lightning Realty Group is a full-service brokerage. They even offer complete management services for your property. So put them to work for you. Lightning Realty Group, taking Florida real estate by storm. 239-201-2951 or lightningrealtygroup LLC.com.